you what, let me tell you about good things. That's a fun thing to do, isn't it? Now, I mentioned a little bit earlier on, I am the world's biggest fan of the Elastapant. Whichever type of trouser you favour just needs an elasticated waist at this time. Let's face it, right? Last time out and knocked down, everybody stacked a few pounds on. You might have been lucky enough to shift them. You've got no hope now. Number one, we're heading into winter. Number two, we're heading into Christmas. What you gonna do? Elastapants, boxer style and bites, and watch a film. Casting an eye over what you can watch is James Luxford, our film critic from Stratford. What's your favoured kind of Elastapant, James? I've got nice fluffy ones, make me look like a polar bear. Where would you go?
Goodness me, I think I've got a very comfy, what we call our comfies, a very comfy pair of trousers when the weather gets a bit cold and you're just watching TV. And as you say, you want to be comfortable rather than when the comfort is sort of is prioritized above everything else. We've got those on hand.
100%. You don't wear them out, but in the house it's fine. No, you need to be able to get your ankles into any position that you require and eat as much as possible without any itchy discomfort in the waist department. That's just the criteria. Anything else, do what you like. Now then, James, lockdown, so I'm guessing this means the big screen is out, but we still have the small screen with some gifts for us, don't we?
Absolutely. Yes, unfortunately, we will not have cinemas for the next few weeks, but we do have the small screen, and we begin on Friday, 9 p.m. on 5-Star on Freeview with Ghost. Patrick Swayze plays a man who was recently killed and must protect his girlfriend from beyond the grave.
It's like I can still feel you.
The problem with you is you still think you're real. It's all up here now. You want to move something, you got to move it with your mind.
Molly, why can't you hear me?
Who is that?
You can hear me? Can you hear me? Sam Wheat. Say my name. Say it.
Leave me alone.
Say my name. Say it. Sam Wheat. Say it.
Hello? I get a message from Sam.
What?
Sam Wheat? He asked me to call.
Whoopi Goldberg's blooming brilliant in that, isn't she, James?
Absolutely. She won an Oscar around 30 years ago when this came out in 1990. Superb performance as a psychic that links Patrick Swayze to his girlfriend, who is played by Demi Moore. And it's just a great Whoopi, a huge hit all those years ago, and an iconic 90s movie. Great concept, very emotional moments, very famous for the Unchained Melody scene set to pottery, which one of the most, I don't know if there's many pottery based scenes in movies, but this is certainly one of the best of them. Just a very good film, and one of the best from those 90s classics, and a highlight for Patrick Swayze as well.
Just number one, throwing in there the Bette Davis classic Scream Pretty Peggy, which I believe has a pottery scene, but I could have made that up. And number two, Ghost is a stone cold classic, but the ending, man alive. Not the, the love you feel, you take it with you. Not that bit. When the baddie man goes to hell, sorry for spoilers, but there is a happy ending. It's just the worst scene in history, I feel.
Oh yes, I mean, and with spoilers, it is 30 years old. So if you haven't seen it, there's been time. But yes, there is a personification of those who don't make it to heaven. That's really quite frightening. But I think it's worth it for the more heartwarming moments.
It is. And also, if you get a chance, Scream Pretty Peggy, starring Bette Davis. Can't argue with that. Now then, James, in Strictly on Saturday night, it is movie week, and one of the films they are channeling is The Simpsons.
Yes, it's you got the chance to see that movie on Saturday on 7:15 on E4, the Simpsons movie from 2007, the big screen version of the TV show, of course, where Homer's antics end up getting the town of Springfield put under a glass dome.
President Schwarzenegger.
That is me.
Springfield has reached crisis levels. I've narrowed your choices down to 5 unthinkable options.
I was elected to lead, not to read.
When disaster threatens our world,
They're going to destroy Springfield.
one family will show everyone what they're made of.
This is the worst day of my life.
The worst day of your life so far.
A show business star in charge of the USA. Who'd have thunk it? This is one of those films. Actually, there are loads of people, aren't there, on social media who claim that the future is proclaimed in the Simpsons movie.
Yes, there is. It's been around enough, I suppose, to have predicted a few things, and I believe even the current incumbent president was predicted by The Simpsons in one episode. However, yes, in this reality, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it's just part of a really fun, hilarious movie. Great fun for all the family. It's everything that you love about the show, just on a really big scale. Good jokes, and hilarious cameo from Tom Hanks, which if you've seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about. A great family choice for a Saturday.
Brilliant stuff. Now, next we go on to something a little bit more grown up than The Simpsons, the Best Exotic Marigold Hotel.
Yes, that's Sunday 9 p.m. on 5 Star, again on preview. Dames Judi Dench, Maggie Smith, and more play British pensioners who retire to a hotel in India, but it isn't quite what they're expecting.
Come and spend your autumn years in an Indian palace.
This is the day.
It's a luxury development where all the residents are in their golden years.
Like the coast of Florida?
Yeah, but with more elephants.
Flight 247 to Delhi is boarding now.
Would you like some of this? I believe it's called aloo ka paratha.
Now, if I can't pronounce it, I don't want to eat it.
Brilliant stuff. The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. There ain't nothing like a dame. Penelope Wilton isn't a dame yet. She's in it, and I think she should be. She's brilliant. It's a stellar cast, isn't it, James?
Oh, yes. Just icons everywhere, really, who just heard their Bill Nighy, and they all make a lovely, heartwarming story, which kicked off the trend of comedies starring older casts about 10 years ago. And I think you can't go wrong with actors, like you say, Judi Dench, Penelope Wilton, who should be a dame, I agree, and Maggie Smith and Bill Nighy, as I said. It still stands up as a great British comedy that I think everyone needs a laugh, maybe, at the moment, and this will bring it to you.
Do you know what? When it came out at cinema, I just looked at it and thought, oh, not my cup of tea. And then it was on, when it had its premiere on the telly, I think, a few Christmases ago, we watched it with Mum. And it was brilliant. She was going, is there a second one? I was like, well, yes, there is. And we watched that afterwards as well, because it's really good, heartwarming, exactly what we need in these tricky times. Actually, do you know what, James? All three of those are, aren't they?
They really are. I think as the things that we relied on to entertain ourselves, including cinema, are unavailable us to the next few weeks, there is always movies, and I think there is something about crowding around, obviously responsibly in your own household, crowding around a TV and escaping for a couple of hours with whatever makes you smile, from the big screen to the small screen.
Super duper. Listen, thank you very much indeed, James. Ghost then is on tomorrow night, 9:00 on 5 Star. Which I always think of the slightest touch, the pop stars, and just baffled by the notion of them having a projector on them. They don't. It's a channel. 5 Star. Ghost tomorrow night, 9:00. Simpsons movie Saturday, 5:15 on E4, and the Best Exotic Marigold Hotel Sunday, 9:00 again on 5 Star.
BBC CWR.
Hey there, Jay. Let me get comfortable.